get cold and everyone is ready to cozy up by the fire. And today I'm gonna be making a French hot chocolate because it is the season of abundance and also gratitude, and there's nothing more indulgent than a French hot chocolate. It is pretty much like a warm French pudding, but I love this recipe. It's a little bit sweet, a little bit salty, and we'll dollop it and top it off with some whipped cream. For this recipe, we're gonna use 1 cup of whole milk with a 1/2 cup of heavy cream, 8 ounces of bittersweet chocolate that has been chopped up. I'm using 74%. If you want to, you can use 60 to 70, whatever is your preference for bitter chocolate. A 1/2 teaspoon of vanilla extract, and then 1 large cinnamon stick that I'll steep in my whole milk and my heavy cream. So I've put my whole milk and my heavy cream with the vanilla extract. I've actually put in a dash of salt in there as well, and the 1 large stick of cinnamon. I'm gonna put it in the pot and start it over a medium heat. You can stir this mixture if you want. What we're doing is we're not gonna get it to a boil. We're gonna let this sit for about a minute, maybe a minute and a half, and you'll start to see little bubbles either bubbling around the edge, and then you'll see like a light film on top of the milk, and that's when we know that it's ready. We don't wanna get this to a boil because once it starts boiling, that's when we start getting burnt milk. So once that stage is done, we'll take the chocolate, we'll pour it into the pot, and we'll slowly whisk it, and then we're ready to serve. All right, so I'm starting to notice that we're getting some film along this outer edge right now. You can kind of see it like there's like ripples of the film. And now we're starting to see the bubbles around the edge, so we're gonna give this maybe 10 to 15 more seconds, and then we'll turn the heat off. I've gone ahead and chopped the chocolate in some fairly small pieces, but if you don't chop your chocolate in that many small pieces, you can go ahead and bring your pot back to the heat if all of your chocolate doesn't melt. So our milk and cream is ready. We're just gonna start slowly pouring and start whisking in our chocolate. This process will happen fast. We're essentially kind of making a liquid drinkable ganache. Just making sure that some of the chocolate on the bottom of the pan, we're getting that. So now you're starting to notice that it's getting thick and it's getting so silky. This is beautiful. It smells so good. We're almost there. And that's it. That's all it takes. Now, I'm not quite sure what Judy's recipe was in that famous Christmas movie. Y'all know what I'm talking about, but I will say that this recipe is delicious. I'm just gonna go ahead and top with a little bit of flaky sea salt. I've gone ahead and made my own chantilly cream, which is just, it's whipped cream, but instead of using granulated sugar, you use powdered sugar instead. So it makes it a little bit smoother. Again, it's super decadent. Just sit up next to a cozy fire and enjoy this with your family and have a happy holiday. Thanks, everyone. Oh. It's like pudding. Try it with the spoon, and get more of the whipped cream if you want. They're like, whipped cream makes it more rich, but I'm like, it makes it feel more like ice cream. Cheers.